All right, this is the part I'm supposed to be quiet. God, let me be obedient.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. My name is Paulette. I'm Harvey's sister, and I'm glad to see each and every one of you here this evening to help us celebrate Harvey Star Washington's 41st anniversary in the business of fashion. Thank you. You know, being in the business of fashion is a hard job, no matter where you are in that business. But for someone to have 41 years and stay on top of his game, that is a feat. So, I want you to know where it came from, I think. I used to model many years ago, and I had a show over in Virginia, Alexandria, Virginia. You know, at this hotel, I'm on the runway, I'm doing my thing, and I'm looking for my support group, which is my mother and some of my friends. So I know where she's sitting. So I walk out, and I'm just walking, and I see my mother doing like this. I was like, I know she ain't telling me to come over there, because I'm on the runway. And so I do like this, and then I turn just to see what's going on. And who do I see? My 11-year-old brother, somehow or another, he found his way out to Alexandria, Virginia. And mind you, ladies and gents, that was quite a long time ago. There was no Metro Railroad running then, okay? And not only did he find his way out to Alexandria at 11 years old, maybe 10, I can't quite remember, he found a hotel. Not only did he find the hotel, he got into the grand ballroom without paying. So he was still in the show back then, okay? I was like, okay. So he was about only 10 or 11. So as it went on, he knew his dream then. That was his dream. He followed his dream. He followed his heart. Now, it wasn't easy. He had a lot of trials, tribulations, hard knocks. But through it all, it made him more determined to do what he knew he loved at 10, 11 years old. And I'm here to say I am very proud of him. I'm honored that he's my brother, because there's only one Harvey Star Washington. And I have to say, that all of the ladies and gentlemen that graced his runway, he helped a lot of them to build up their self-esteem and their self-love, and to make them know they are the queens they were meant to be, as well as the kings. Harvey, I love you. Congratulations. No, you just sit there, baby. You just sit down. We're just going to throw this at your feet, okay, for the king that you are, okay? And I couldn't leave this stage today without saying from our mother, who was his biggest fan, his loudest cheerleader, who used to always say to him, Harvey, stay humble, peace, and victory. Thank you. Oh, by the way, baby, this is a little something for you. Okay, we'll just leave it there right now. Thank you.
Star. Sorry, when I have to put my glasses on. Good evening, everyone. My name is Reba. And first of all, I'd like you to know that I'm really well out of my comfort zone today. So I'm going to ask you to please bear with me as I read some of my dear thoughts pertaining to my dear friend, Harvey Star, emphasize Star, Washington. I met Harvey 43 years ago when I was 16 years old. And 2 years later, when he launched his career in fashion, I became his very first model. We lost contact when I moved away years later, And then when I returned to the area and was one day walking in my neighborhood, I heard this voice, only one voice that I knew. And there were like some people that were kind of like moving something around the side of the house. And someone said, "Stop, no, don't do that, go this way, you're going to ruin it." I froze in my step and sure enough looked up, and who was it but Harvey? Wow, those were some great memories. And then after that, we've been connected ever since. Harvey still Washington is a fashion icon, making his mark of design, promoting, and producing shows, as well as advising and inspiring those with dreams of entering the fashion world. He is well sought after from his expertise and intimate ability to recognize the beauty we all possess and encourages others to appreciate and celebrate their beauty within. Family has always been important to you, and I have always been touched by the depth of love, devotion you've shown for your beloved mother and sister. Harvey, you are a special human being, my brother. You bring such a unique gift to the world, and I would cherish always the bond that we share of friendship, brotherly and sister love. And I wish you a life continually blessed with God's favor. I'm closing. I applaud you. I admire you. I love you. And as Mama Estelle would say, my brother, peace and victory. Congratulations. I, too, have a keepsake I would like to dedicate to you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Vernell Good, and I'm Harvey Washington's executive assistant. I met Harvey 24 years ago, and when we first met, we started off kind of rocky. But then things worked out, and 24 years later, he is true family to me. And when I say true family, he comes to Thanksgiving, he comes to Christmas. Whenever I have something or whenever he has something, we're there for each other. We're more than just assistant and producer. We're definitely family. When my mom passed away, my husband's mom passed away, his mom kind of adopted the two of us. And there's so much I could say, and I'm going to try not to be super emotional because I'm a super emotional person, but what he does is so unique, especially for the full-figured woman. When I first met Mr. Washington, Harvey Starr, I had self-esteem, but nothing like what he helped me gain. And what he does for the full-figured woman, you know, a lot of times full-figured women are overlooked. You know, they think we can't wear this and we can't wear that. He does marvelous things for people's self-esteem. It's not just about the shows, but it's about what he can pour into people's lives. And I just want to say congratulations, brother. I love you. I will continue to be there for you. I know Mama's smiling down on you right now. Congratulations on 41 years. You do it better than anybody else, brother. Congratulations. And this is my keepsake to you. Congratulations.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lachelle Staples, and I didn't prepare a speech like some of my sisters because Mr. Washington, Mr. Harvey Washington, and I do everything on the fly. I came to Harvey at a time of my life that he doesn't even know. Never told you. I met him 27 years ago when my body took me into the full-figured woman's world, and I wasn't prepared to live that life. And I was given a flyer at one of the lowest points of my life by one of his former models. And 27 years ago was when he turned my light on. And he put me on stage after stage after stage. And he helped me embrace every bit of meat and flesh on my body. So I thank you for that. We do everything on the fly, Mr. Washington and I. And as I began to model for him and join his executive staff, he would call me and say, Lachelle, I need you to go to Miami. Okay. Lachelle, I need you to go to New York with me. Okay. Lachelle, I need you to get a ticket to go to Chicago. Okay. And so I've always been, okay, being your friend, being your sister. And his mother was very, very special to me. Very, very special to me. And I know she was special to many people in this room, and especially my sisters behind me. But Mr. Washington doesn't know that his mother came to visit me after she left this world. She gave me a message, and I asked his sister Paulette for permission to share that message. His mother told me, dearest mother Estelle told me, 3 things: to live right, live free, and understand the human capability. I love you, Harvey. Thank you for embracing all my flesh and all my full-figureness, and thank you for turning my light on and sharing many, many stages with me. Thank you so much. I love you. Here's my keepsake, and bravo, my brother, bravo.
Hello, my name is Glenda Freeman. I don't have a written down speech either. I'm his real sister. I'm the one who would say, Harvey, you were wrong. That wasn't right. And get yourself together. All the other ones pity-pat behind them. Not me. I don't have it. And I had to tell him, oh, you shouldn't have said it that way. You were nasty. Bring it down a little bit. And so, here's the new Harvey Washington. I would like to say, Harvey, we are PK kids. His mother was a preacher. My father is a bishop. And we were raised in a holy, sanctified way. My mom, Queen Elizabeth, Estelle passed, and when she passed, all of us was there at the hospital with him and Paulette. I'm the funeral director. I own my own funeral home. So therefore, I took over and made sure she was looking pretty before we took her straight out from her room to the funeral home. We was not going to let our mother go to the morgue. So therefore, we had to make her look pretty. But then 3 years ago, my mother passed at home, and she was under hospice. And I was just staring at her. And Harvey came in and did the same thing I did with Ma Estelle to my mother. He put a wig on her, put makeup on her, and made her look beautiful before we took her to the funeral home. So I want to thank you for being in my life, but we can share each other. And then our father passed, Bishop Freeman, just past February. So we had another tragedy in our life. And so, but we all love each and every one of them. And Harvey has just always been there for me. And I thank God for him. And you are the best brother. And I have 8 of them. But I love him. He inspired me to dress always. And if you see me at the funeral, you will see me sashaying down because I look good. Okay. But Mr. Washington, this is my keepsake. And I love you, brother. Up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we today? My name is Letitia King Reed, and I'd like to thank my beautiful family for joining as well. I have stories to tell you about Mr. Washington. My experience with Mr. Washington started 14 years ago when my husband heard one of his advertisements on WBLS. My husband called in, signed us up, and I told my husband, I said, if you're going to make me do this, you're going to do it with me. We go to the audition. He brings all 40 of us in to explain the rules and regulations. I'm sitting in a chair. My husband's massaging my shoulders, and he said, hey, stop feeling up on that girl. That's not this type of party. And I said, this is my husband. He goes, what? I got a husband and wife team. So the older gentleman you saw walking the runway in the suit was my husband. And we've been doing it together 14 years. Mr. Washington, we have been through it. We had our ups and downs. We had our laughs. We've always supported each other. And I thank you for that. Don't you do it. When my mother passed and my father passed, you were there for me every day. You called every day. I'm sorry. You called every day. You even had the models wish me well during the actual show. And I appreciate that so much. So on behalf of my husband and I and my family, I would like to give you this diamond. On behalf of us, like this diamond, we love all facets of you. This is my keepsake to you. Love you. I'm sorry. Who's next?
Hello, everyone. I'm not good at this either. Talking is not my forte, but I'm sure my brother would disagree with that. I met Mr. Harvey Starr Washington 27 years ago. At that time, I was a size 26, 28, and I was in Lane Bryant and saw a flyer looking for full-figured women. Now, of course, at that size, who's going to think that anybody is going to put me on a stage to walk a runway? And I came, and I auditioned for Mr. Washington, and he picked me to be in his shows, and that was one of the greatest days of my life. We've been through some ups and downs, some back and forths. He told me at one time he didn't like me. But I've gone in and out of his life, and back in 2012, we came back into each other's life. Unfortunately, it was at a time when one of our other sisters passed away. But she brought us together, is what she did. She used to be his right hand and his left hand. And now I guess I can say I'm his right and left hand. I do whatever I can to help him and make life a little bit better. We've become traveling buddies and been around the world, on the other side of the world, to Dubai with each other even. So it's just so much to talk about. And he was there for me when my sister passed away in 2013. I didn't know what to do at that time, and he was there to talk to me, and he bought flowers to put on her casket. And it was just such a calming feeling to know that there was somebody there for me. And I appreciate you to the utmost. We fight like cats and dogs, but you know what? That's how I know he loved me. So we good. This is my keepsake to you, brother. I love you, I love you, I love you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Iris, and Harvey and I go back a ways. I used to babysit Harvey at the age of 4. He was 4 years old, and he had his own little style back then. I knew it was something special and unique about you then, Harvey. He was special then, and he's special now. He's done a lot of things for the community. He's been a pillow in our family. Just a wonderful person. I've become like a big little sister to him through the years. And I just want to say that I love you. I'm very proud of you. and keep on doing what you're doing. Thank you. Here's my keepsake. First, giving glory and honor to God, I would like to say, my brother, Mr. Harvey Starr Washington, I love you. I met Harvey when we were teenagers, and I modeled for him when he had no clothes from designers, but he selected our best garments for us to wear on the stage. We did handwritten flyers, and I tell you, those were some fun days. But look at him now. I want to share something with you, something about the man that he is, the man that is blessed by God and who God has given this great vision in this career. I recently called him about a little girl who had been battered. She had been bullied in school. She was broken. And he said to me, bring her to me. I brought her to him. He looked at her and said, you are beautiful, you're blessed, you're talented, and you are an angel. He had her to role play a little skit as if she was a Hollywood actress. And I tell you, when he finished with her, she was Oscar award winning. And he had her to walk the runway. He showed her how, and she walked the runway for the first time in her life. And she was so happy. And from that day forward, her life has been changed. She's proud of herself, and she's doing great in school. And I just want to say, thank you for the love, thank you for the support, and thank you for being you, brother. I love you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sheba. I'm from Washington, D.C., along with Mr. Washington. I met him so many years ago. He was in high school. And I remember I was also producing fashion shows and everything since I was young. And I invited Harvey to a show. So we're doing a, fashion show. The other models are going, who is that? Who's what? Get it, girl. Do it. All this, just yelling from the bleachers. And we were like, we don't know who that is. It was Harvey. He was in high school. But a lot of you don't realize how much talent he has. He's not just a fashion show producer. He doesn't just work with models and everything else. Himself, when I was doing the shows and I asked him about working with me on some of my shows, he was like willing to do anything and everything along with me. And I honor you so much, and I thank you so much for that, because as a fellow artist, you don't always find someone else who will believe in the things you do and the way that you do them. And he did that. If I asked him to sing, he sang, and he can sing. If I asked him to dance, he danced, and he can dance. He can do it all. You just don't realize how much he's more than a triple threat. So when I want to do comedy, who's willing to do it? Harvey. I don't care what I asked him to do. I don't care what he had to say. I don't care what he had to wear. He did it. We stay up all night long rehearsing. He would be there. So for me, it is such an honor to be here. It is such an honor to be able to say these things to you all who don't know some of the other things that he's done and the journey he has had in life and all the things he's been able to do. But he is so talented, and for you all just to see a little bit of what you're seeing there's so much more. And I look forward to seeing him doing the more in the future. And I'm hoping to see more of him on TV and other things that he should be also doing. But I love you from the bottom of my heart. And again, from me also, it's our token to you, and we all love you. Stay blessed. And I want to say the main thing that he has shared with me the most that I love is, of course, his queen, Mama Estelle. That's one of the biggest blessings he brought to me is his family. And it's funny because my mom and his mom, we never knew for years, but they grew up together and they knew each other. So God always has certain things in plan that we don't always know about, but they have that and we still have that in common. Bless you. Love you.
Harvey, we just have a few more items for you, but before the other ladies come forward, I would like to say one thing. Do you know who said this? Models, you are too loud. This isn't her name. Avis. Karen, my little big brother, Paulette, I know you didn't hurt him. Those are the other two sisters who have been here, and they're up in heaven with our mothers right now. That was Avis and Karen. Thank you.
Congratulations, Harvey Starr Washington of Experts the Image, August 11, 2019. As Mayor of Washington, D.C., it is my pleasure to extend congratulations to Harvey Starr Washington of Experts the Image on the occasion of your 41st anniversary. Harvey Starr Washington founded Experts the Image in 1978. And since then has been producing and directing fashion shows and events here in our nation's capital. Renowned as a longtime fashion designer and stylist, no matter the size, age, or height, Harvey Starr Washington continues exceeding his clients' expectations while providing excellent customer service and creating amazing experiences in all of his endeavors. Harvey Starr Washington of Experts the Image is an essential part of our city, and we are grateful for your many accomplishments and impeccable displays of creativity through the many fashion shows held over the years. Your great history is to be commended. Once again, I join the residents of Washington, D.C. in congratulating Harvey Starr Washington on 41 glamorous and fashionable years. Here's to many more. Mayor Muriel Bowser, Mayor, Washington, D.C.
This presentation is from all of us sisters. This wonderful, what do you call this, award? I'm going to read it to you. Harvey Starr Washington, Fashion Icon Award. 41 fabulous years of commitment and dedication in the fashion world with excellence. It has been a journey and an honor to be a part of your dream. Congratulations on your success, and may you continue to be blessed. Love you for life, your sisters. Oh no. It's heavy. We're going to get out of you guys' way.
And Mr. Harvey Starr Washington, your sisters would like to honor you with 41 exquisite roses for your dedication to 41 years in the fashion industry. We love you.
we'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here this evening and continue to congratulate and applaud Mr. Harvey Starr Washington. Can I hear it? Thank you.
Thank you, sisters. Thank you. I'm so touched, I don't have anything to say. So since I don't have anything to say, I think we're going to move on with the show. With the tribute. Wow. Can you give their sisters a round of applause? Ladies, I don't know y'all going to be able to.
We got this. Thank you.
Look, wasn't that nice, you all? And thank you all for being so patient and listening, because I deserve it, okay?